welcome back. Here we are in the West Block. I've had a 10-minute little break there because my head is just... It's better now. That sneeze really did a number in the previous part, it really did. But let's get our rounds done anyway, and then head to Liberl News. Rian's hungry, so I need to hurry. Or Rian's? Something like that. You know. I better go. Colonel Sid came to visit. My granddaughter's quite fond of Colonel Sid. Colonel quite likes children, and I'm sure the children can tell. Oh, I forgot about the harbour as well. Forget that exists. Got to do that. I played lots and lots today. Now I'm hungry. Is the food ready yet? I know how you feel. I could do with something. Feel like I've got no energy after, again, that sneeze in the previous part that I cut out. Oh, God. What to do for dinner tonight? Why does watching the sunset make me all misty-eyed? Oh, God, why are so many people upset by the sunset? What's wrong with it? And really, as long as you're having fun, what's the problem? I think it's very us. All we do is sit and chat wherever we visit. What's the problem with that, yeah? Oh, it's already evening. Getting lost in a good book really makes the time fly. Lately, the Liberl news folk have been running all around the country. Given these hectic times, it's probably because there's a lot of talk about nowadays. Sure hope they bring in good news, at least as much as the other stuff. Yeah, bye. Stay away from Liberl news for now. Just about time for a shift change. Watching it is really boring. Still not sold? Also zoned for food service. My husband wouldn't wake up, so I dragged him outside in his pajamas and sent him to work just like that. May not like it now, but he'll understand that it's for his own good someday. Oh, God. It'll be funny seeing that when we get there. Which should be soonish. No one here? No one here. Very well. The role in chapel was simple, but Father Divine left a strong impression on me. He was calm, solemn, and very knowledgeable about medicine. Exactly the kind of person a priest should aspire to be. I've been seeing a man with disheveled green hair going into the cathedral a lot. Is he a priest or something? Oh, can't say he looks particularly, holy? Almost evening, huh? Just about time to change the watch. I mean, you don't need to change it. Time's set. The time's what it is. Oh well. Goddess, please forgive my little brother's words. Oh my. It's already evening. Mass. More like torture. Oh my. How dare you young rapscallions say such a thing? We just finished evening mass a short while ago. I believe I saw a bracing here during that time, in fact. Did something happen? Evening mass has just ended. Okay. There's Shadow. A short time ago, the head of the History Museum came here. He was showing the Archbishop something. I wonder what it was. Those parents and their child were quite striking. I remember them well. Still, finished with your questioning? Mine will still take some time, so if you're done, go back to the guild and wait. No. I'm not done. A short while ago, we had an inquiry from the History Museum about an artifact. It is true that the church has duty to collect and investigate artifacts. It's also true that there are special organizations within the church dedicated to that purpose, hence the green-haired dude appearing. Why, you ask? Because the church itself is a neutral body. The artifact delivered to the History Museum had lost its power, however, and it isn't part of our collection mission. Neutral body. Yes, it's quite breathtaking. Yes, it is. The stained glass is even prettier with the evening sun's light through it. I imagine so. The door is locked. Go up the stairs. It's quite the view. Right, so let us now go to the harbour. It was going to be just a simple little bit around and then we go to Liberl News, but I forgot the harbour exists now, doesn't it? I'd rather have meat. I mean, that would have been good with my vegan talk previously. I wonder what we'll have for dinner tonight. I want some fish. Okay, I think we'd better be getting back to the lodge. Anyway, door is locked. Door is locked. Maybe it's because I've been so busy lately, but time just feels like it flies on by. Now work's over, maybe I'll invite everyone out to a drink. Yep, door's locked. Get the idea where the door is locked now, don't you? I've been working real hard today, you know? Alright, this is it. This is gonna be the day I have me an old ice-cold beer on my way home. Yeah, right, I can barely handle alcohol. Sorry, I just wanted to say it. What was that? You ever just picture having yourself a drink on the way home from a long day of work? Always liked the idea of it. Seemed like it's such a great thing to do. Pep, 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 pep. This hour of the day is just perfect. It's the best time for fishing. Very well. Holy crap, that's incredible. You're so smart. Really? No, gotta be stricter than that. Yeah, I'm getting real hungry. What should I eat today? Food! I mean, I'm alright. Okay. Trying to see if I can go in places that it claims I can't. Alright, gonna get a bit more done and then call it a day. Oh, don't you think that little family over there makes for a pretty picture? I don't know why, but it brings tears to my eyes. Aww. Mama. Wow, Mama. Oh, finally. You give me a real scare and never letting you go again. Aww. See, now it makes more sense. It's like, I lost her and now she's been found and she's upset because she was lost. You worked up a good sweat today. Alright then. I have found out, by the way, there is actually a model of the Arsail you can buy, but it's extremely rare and hard to find, which is like, ah, because I'd really, really, really want that. Like, why didn't I get into Trails in the Sky when it was only out in Japan? Yeah. What a lovely bit of scenery. Oh, this is quite the sunset. It is quite. A boat gliding across the evening sea, and me standing stoically upon its prow. About it, does that paint a melancholy picture? A romantic one, even? Yes. If I had to pick between an airship or a boat, hands down, I'd pick the damn boat every time. It's the only choice for a man of the sea. Well, yeah, it would be. I mean, it would matter the air, though, you know. You've heard about the election going on in Rouen, right? I wonder who everyone in Rouen gonna choose for the next mayor. Got a soft spot for the harbour myself, so I like the idea of a man like Portos taking on the job. That Mr. Norman's a pretty persuasive fellow, though. Twilight always works this mysterious magic on me. Feels bittersweet, or lonely, perhaps. There's something about sending off a boat into the evening sun. I can imagine that, so yes. Where's the way out? There. It's just like, where? I'm stuck. How do I? Oh, God. Where's the place that I can actually go inside? I know there is one. Somewhere. Door is tightly closed. So I know there is one because... Where's the map for this area? I think we're done with the area. But I know there's a place I can go in because he should be wearing his pajamas. There's this one here. He's not wearing his pajamas. Oh man, my wife's gotten a lot more strict lately. Like she's a different person. Accidentally slept a bit this morning, and that got me kicked out in my pajamas. I think I awoke a sleeping rhino cider. Think about it, I caused some real trouble for my wife. moving to the capital even though we don't have much money, getting involved in gambling and losing what little we had. Things can't keep going this way. Phew, worked my butt off today. That's it. Fair enough. Alright, so let us now go to Liberl News. I think we're done there. As far as I know, anyway. Stuck Liberl in the news. Now then, time's come around. So I'm going to call it a day. The reporters are always here late. Must be hard. Must feel a little bad for leaving before them every day. The Imperial Ambassador and the Republic Ambassador. I've interviewed both of them. They're pretty weird, if you ask me. They never talk about the important things, especially Ambassador Kiseki of the Empire. His comments were absolutely unprintable. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, Estelle. Hey, Chief, it's been a while. What do you need today, Business of Nial? Yeah, I got some questions on some guild business. Is he back from Rouen yet? Yep, he should be in the office. I think I saw him go up to the reference room. If you're looking for Niall, he should be upstairs in the reference room. Oh, look, we found faults. Finally sent it off to the press. Gonna get something delicious to eat at the cafe and regain some of my fighting spirit. Sounds lovely, to be honest. So, this is This is the thing when I have like a massive headache and stuff like that. It's very much that feeling of like, I want food, but also sleep and rest and just to not do anything. Yeah. There he is. Hey, Niall, hello. Who in the hell? Oh, what do you know, you guys? How you doing? Good day, Niall. Pardon our intrusion. Oh, it's that bard guy and, Your Highness. Ah, good day to you, yeah. You even had Zin the Immovable of Calvald with you. You got kind of a gang going on here, Estelle. A lot of stuff's happened since we last met. How'd your coverage of the election in Rouen go? Well, that's how. Got the article done, thanks in part to you guys. Speaking of, what brings you by today? Got a hot scoop for your old buddy Niall? Well, actually, we're the ones who'd like to know something. Heard that Liberl News received a threatening letter. You guys are investigating that thing. Figured the military would be taking care of that one. We're working on requests from the military, actually. So, do you know anything? Well, I just got back to the capital, so I don't know much. To be honest, I'd like to hear what you guys know, if anything. That's real helpful, Niall. Come now, you're a newsman. A hound for a good story. Surely you must have a clue as to who our villain is. I don't have time for this. That's a bit impolite, you two. Niall, I know this is a lot to ask, but please, if you know anything at all, share it with us. Please. Oh, hey, Your Highness, you don't need to lower your head to me. Crying. Fine. Okay, so this is off the record, but we ain't the only ones who got a letter. Not even close. Leicester Fortress got one. Then the Cathedral, then the Airship Company, then Hotel Room, Rowan Balm. And then both the embassies, Grancer Castle, and the Ouroborous Villa all got one too. There were 9 letters in total. Yeah, we know that. Huh? Something wrong? Niall. We heard that from the military already. What? Damn it, that was my big scoop for the day. Doesn't look like we're going to get much out of this. Yeah, time to move on, I think. Now you wait just 1 second, Missy. You keep talking like that and Niall Burns, star reporter for the Liberl News, is gonna have a name worth of a pile of crap. Alright, let me let you in on the take of this whole mess. Well, okay. You may want to be brief, Mr. Burns. Fine, listen up. Here's the short of it. My gut tells you this is some kind of huge prank. The threats aren't real. We had thought of that too. You sound awfully sure though. Mind telling us why you're so convinced? Okay. Trick is, I've covered terrorist threats like this before, right? But with this, there's no reality to the threat. Threats only work and have power if they describe or at least imply something nasty that's going to happen, see? These letters have exactly none of that. Mr. Burns does have a point. Disaster will be visited upon you does not offer much in the way of a specific terror. Exactly. Got a hunch this isn't about stopping the sirening ceremony at all. This is more about getting people worked up over a threat, and then sitting back and watching the fireworks. I see. It's kind of a good point. There is some kind of sense behind it. Still bothered by the fact that so many letters were sent, though. And each and every one was sent to a place involved with the ceremony. Yes. For a prank, whoever did this seems to know a lot about what's happening. It does seem kind of true on the surface. Think about it, though. All that info would be pretty easy to find with a little digging. Well, I knew about those places weeks ago. Anyway, I'm working on this assumption that it's a prank. Maybe you guys should stick to your guns about it being a real threat, and we can compare notes later, eh? Yeah, good idea. Thanks, Nial. That actually helped a lot. Darn right it did. Just stop by if you want to swap stories. I'll be sitting around here until the pack's signed. Okay. Oh, speaking of sitting around here, I don't see Dorothy anywhere. Alright, she's off working the Bose region. I sent her to snag some photos. What? For a special of some kind? Yeah, related to the Royal Army. Remember that old fort the Sky Bandits were using as a base, right? The one you guys busted. The Army decided those rats had the right idea and have claimed and repurposed it as a training facility. They're running airship pilot training out of there now. Oh, okay, neat. So, she went off to get coverage of that base then? That's the idea, yeah. I was a little worried about sending her out on her own, but gotta do it sometime. Dorothy out on her own, huh? Scary. Oh, wait, speaking of girls out on their own. What's up? Estelle explained the situation with Renne's parents. Harold Hazelworth, a trader from Crossbell. Never heard of the guy. Pretty sure he's never been in our classifieds or our wanted column either. Figures. But hey, this is part of the job, right? You guys are totally stuck, I'll help you out. You can put him in the classifieds if you want. I even have a few people in Crossbell I could poke. Thanks, Nial. You're more reliable than I thought you'd be. Think I need to upgrade my opinion of you. Of course you do. Wait a minute, what do you mean? Was I not reliable before? Just kidding? Alright, let's get back to the guild house then. Sherazade should be back by now. Hopefully, yes. Thank you again, Nial. It was no big. Come by again anytime. Yep. I spent all day walking around, but I got a big load of nothing. Hope Dorothy managed to find something. Hopefully. I'm gonna assume we're done then. Let's go back to the guild house. Where am I? Just a twist turned upside down. Just take a minute right here. Just press Prince Bel-Air. You know. We're back. Welcome back. In the previous part, what? Sorry, I know we're a bit late. Hey, where are Tito and Renne? They returned just before you did. I believe they're enjoying the spoils of a hard-fought shopping campaign on the second floor. Sounds like they had fun. Anyway, we've got a lot to report. Yes, please. I see. Sounds like you had a fairly productive day then. I guess. Didn't get anything decisive though. Shara, did you find anything? I managed to find a very large pile of nothing. The hotel, the cathedral, the airship company. No one had the slightest clue as to who would send such letters. The leader of the airship company is definitely afraid the sender might demand money next. There haven't been any follow-up letters though. To anyone. Damn. Doesn't really narrow things down much. How likely do you think it is the societies behind all this? I don't think we can safely say that at this point. Their primary focus up till now has been experimenting with those bizarre gospel orbits they possess. And we know the gospels can create phenomena otherwise unimaginable. Those devices certainly have shown an ability to create threatening letters from nowhere, however. Yeah, this doesn't really seem like it matches the society's MO. I guess Ruan and Zai's just have me on edge. I think, yeah, that's understandable. No, it's perfectly understandable. Regardless, I think we can safely say we've done our part. I'll compile all your testimonies into a single report. Can I ask you to deliver it to Colonel Sid at the Ouroborous Villa tomorrow? Sure. We didn't find the sender in the end, so I feel kind of bad, but I guess it's all we can do. Oh, right, sure. Did you find anything out about Renne? I did have some results on that end, though not in the way I expected. Let me start with the hotel. The Hayworths, all three of them, definitely stayed there for about 2 weeks. They kept the same room for the entire time in a fairly typical tourist fashion. It was only just this morning that they checked out. Okay. I then visited the cathedral. Seems the Hayworths came to worship a number of times while they were there. However, the father who ministered to them said he felt there was something off about their behavior. That they seemed distracted during prayer specifically. That would match what Miss Hilda said. Yeah. And finally, the airship company. That's where things get very strange. Strange? How so? Their names are Harold, Sophia, and Renne Hayworth from Crossbell, yes? There are no records of anyone matching those names, nor that nationality. And their records go back 6 months. No way, but that is a mystery. But perhaps they traveled by land. Did Renne come to Liberl by land? I thought, wait a minute, that can't be right. When I first met her, she was talking about landing in an airship. Yes, at Airleton. Said she saw a lake on the way down. Troubling. It's possible that they were traveling under assumed names. Assumed names? Why would they? They may have had something to hide. But they may have been hiding from someone. Either way, they must have known something was wrong before they set out. I've contacted every guild branch in the country about the Renne's parents. For the moment, all we can do is wait for the information to come in. As for Renne herself, I think it would be best if she stayed in the care of the guild for now. Yeah, I'd feel terrible if she got wrapped up in something. Could you leave her with me, maybe? This mission kind of feels personal now. I was going to suggest that, actually. Thank you. The guild will pay for everyone's lodgings while you're in Gransel, naturally. That includes Renne, so don't worry. Thanks, Elnan. Oh, wait. Speaking of staying the night, you might not actually need that tonight. You see, Estelle told Shera about the invitation to stay at the castle. My, that's quite an invitation. It is. Honestly, I'd absolutely love to stay there again, but I'm afraid I'll need to decline this time. It would be far easier for the guild to reach at least one of us at the hotel. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. You might hear something about Renne's parents. Guess I should stay at the hotel too, then. Sorry, Chloe. No, don't worry. I'll explain the situation to Hilda. I'm sure she won't mind. Zin and I are to stay at our respective embassies. The princess shall retire to her castle, naturally. So that means you two and the girls will be staying at the hotel, then? Parting on these terms would be dreadfully dull. Since we're all together this evening, shall we enjoy a nice dinner at the bar? Good idea. And you know, I'd actually like to hear you play the piano again, Olivier. It's been a while. Ah, sweet maiden, you know just how to pluck my heartstrings. Have you come to appreciate a mature flavor at last, I wonder? I'm gonna snap those heartstrings if you keep it up. Snapping or no, we should get going. With a group this large, it could be hard to find seating. Alright, let's call the girls and be off. That evening, Estelle's group and Renne had dinner at the Sunny Bell Inn. Olivia, as if it was second nature, took to the piano after a few drinks. Ultimately, even Mueller and Nial were called to come and join, and so passed a pleasant evening in Gransel. Yes, I'm sure it will be pleasant forever. Okay, let's split up here then. Chloe, be careful on your way home. It's not that far. I think I'll be fine in the capital. Huh? Miss Chloe, you live in Gransel? Yes, I do. I'll be staying at my grandmother's house. Well, if you're part of me. Have a good night, Chloe. Good night, Chloe. Wow, that was one heck of a party. Olivia even dragged poor Mueller into it. And who was it that dragged poor Mr. Burns into all of it? Not that he seemed to mind. Well, I figured, what the heck? Renne, did you have fun? Yeah, I did. The food was good and everyone was talking about neat stuff. Piano music was really pretty too. Yes, Olivia is really good at it. I was kind of surprised. Well, he's not all hot here when he calls himself a traveling performer, I guess. Sure you want to duck out already, Shara? Zen and the others are still having a lot of fun. Professional courtesy, Estelle. By stage, you know I just drink them all under the table. Since we do have work tomorrow, thought I'd cut out early and spare them the pain. Fair enough. Let's go get to our hotel rooms then. Pardon, are you the braces and company we are expecting? Forgive me, but we were unable to secure a 4-person room for you. Would you be willing to accept a pair of 2-person rooms? Oh, sure. How do you want to split them up, Shara? I'm fine with any arrangement. Set it up however you please. I want to be with Miss Estelle. I was hoping that, to be honest. I want to learn more about Renne. We've been busy with work, so we haven't had any time to talk at all. No fair, Renne. I wanted to be with Estelle too. Then you shouldn't have said so sooner, slowpoke. I know, but if all 3 of us stayed in the same room, we could share a bed. No, that's okay. I'll let you borrow Estelle for tonight, Renne. Thank you, Tita. I think I just got horse traded. You do have a way with the ladies, Estelle. Well, that leaves the 2 of us, Tita. How about I show you a few tarot card games before we settle in for the night? Okay. Oh wow, this room isn't like the one I stayed in with Papa and Mama. There's a big building outside the window. Oh. So Joshua and I have to share this room for a while? Yep. Mrs. Estelle, what's wrong? Nothing really. More importantly, I'm sorry, Renne. We couldn't find your Papa or Mama today. It's okay. Papa and Mama promised they'd come get me. You don't need to search so hard. But Papa and Mama are very good at hide and seek. Not as good as me, of course, but still good. So I don't think you'll find them very easily. Is that right? Well, I won't try so hard to find them, but only if you're okay with it. Yeah, it's okay. It's for the best. Never mind that right now. I have 2 big favors to ask of you. Oh, what's up? I can't tell you unless you promise to do them ahead of time. Yikes, did your papa teach you to drive a bargain like that? Yeah, sure. If it's something I can do, I promise I will. Really? Yay. First thing is, can I call you Estelle from now on? Call me... Oh, you mean drop the whole Miss part? Yeah. She gets to call you Estelle all the times, so I don't want to have to call you Miss Estelle. Is that right? Alright, I don't mind. I never stood that much of informality anyway. It's not like I'm your teacher or anything. So, you really don't mind? Estelle. Oh, I love it. Glad you like it. Call me Estelle as much as you want then. Okay, Estelle. That makes me happy. Oh, that's good. What was the other thing, Renne? Oh yeah, well... Can you tell me why you were so surprised when we came in the room? Had this really sad, lonely look on your face. I want to know why. Is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. See, I've actually stayed in this room before with someone else. Stepping here just reminded me of him. Really? Was it your lover? Was this your love nest? Not quite. He's someone I've known for a really long time and we've gotten very close, but well, it's complicated. We're not together right now though. Oh. Well, what kind of man is he, huh? What's his name? What does he look like? Nice questions. His name is Joshua. He has black hair and amber eyes, and he's pretty handsome, I guess. Actually, you'd really call him more beautiful than handsome, really. Huh? Beautiful? Let's just say he made a great princess in a certain play. In fact, it looked amazing on him. That sounds fun. Can I meet him? When are you seeing him again, huh? I don't really know, actually. Oh. Don't know when you'll see him again and that's why you look sad, right? Sort of, but I'm okay. Got to find him and drag him back home, even if it takes years. Why did you seem so sad? Because I'm sure Josh was off somewhere, in way over his head. I can't do anything to help him. Makes me sad, I guess. Sorry, Ren. This must be pretty boring since you don't know Joshua at all. No way, it's neat. Joshua's a really wonderful person, huh? Wonderful. Actually, right now, I think he's a bit of a jerk. I mean, talk about selfish ways of saying goodbye. Taking my first... First what? Oh, nothing at all. Okay, yep, I'm all tired. Time to go to sleep. Hey, no fair. I'll go to sleep until I hear the whole thing. Boy, I messed that one up. After that, Estelle and Renne went to bed, but remained awake for a little while, talking about various things. Eventually, once she could hear nothing but Renne's slow, peaceful breathing. Estelle gave in to exhaustion, which had been piling up on her eyelids, and fell to sleep herself. Abandoned mine. Bingo! Yep, looks like we found our rats. They're holed up in the old mine, huh? Not a bad spot, all things considered. This is where those sky bandits kept that ship they hijacked, right? Think so, yeah. Estelle and her team ended up fighting the bandits in the big central hollow a bit further in. Nice big open space, huh? Bet our guys are in the same spot. So what do you think? Going for their heroic charge now, or...? Yeah, we don't have time to contact anyone. No heroics, though. At least not yet. First we sneak in, take a look at how many men they've got in there. Right behind you. Do. My stomach is growling. Food. Not the minecart! That's weird. This is definitely their hideout. Where the hell is everyone? Yeah, we totally tracked them here. Where will these intelligent weirdos go? They might have figured out where we were on to them, but... screw it, let's have a look around. No good, this place is an empty shell. You see anything, Eggert? Not a friggin' thing. Can't even tell if they're just out or if they've ditched the place or what. Not even any clues as to where they went. About that, I didn't find any mention of where they were going. But I did find this over in that tent. Here, let me have a look. Okay. What the hell is this? It's a blueprints of some kind. Looks like it's from something called the Ouroborous? Looks kind of looks like a vehicle of some sort. Oh, Ouroborous. It sounds cool. What is it, some kind of airship? Can't really tell. It seems a bit small for one. What the? What's wrong? Some kind of note in between the pages. Sent out the invitations. Got the table and chairs ready. Everything's ready for the tea party. All I need is to bake some crumpets and wait for the guests to arrive. Tea party, that's really cute. Like something out of a storybook. Some kind of code, I guess. What does it mean, though? Tea party? Gotta be some kind of... Scatter! Huh? No way, how'd they sneak up on us? Oh, those are some serious stealth skills, guys. Try another trick you learned. That another trick you learned from Lieutenant Red. Triple dots. Hackett, they're going Yeah, I know. Something wrong here. Okay. Into a side, crush one corner of the triangle, then we'll take out the rest. You ready? Leave it to me. Go. Okay. Oh. I didn't expect to actually be facing them at this point. So obviously, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to end this part here. We'll see you in the next part when we do some battling with Hackett and Annalise. Ta-ta for now.